Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back with the Devasia Mentality plays Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the first game in the Death Egg Saga, as it will most likely be called, I guess. Because, yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the sequel to Sonic 1 on the Sega Genesis. In the introduction, the proper introduction anyway, of Sonic's best friend, two-tailed pal Tails. So let's get on with it. We're doing the decompilation once again, and we are taking Sonic and Tails out this time, since, for the sake of this decompilation, Tails is actually kind of useful. But yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog, accompanied by a new friend, Miles Per Hour, aka Tails.
Yeah, miles per hour. Miles per hour. Ha ha, funny pun.
Ah, good grief. I just keep turning these things down every time I do these playthroughs. You'd think I'd learn by now, but yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Often considered by many to be the best classic Sonic the Hedgehog game. No. No. I can understand why it gets a lot of praise. Like, this is a game that I will definitely say has earned a lot of good marks as far as Sonic the Hedgehog games go. As sequels go in general, because Sonic 2 was the introduction of the Sonic Spin Dash. The ability for Sonic to simply curl up into a ball and then zip right like that. I mean, he could take off and as a ball of blue lightning at the drop of a hat. And it introduces us to also this particular type of special stage. Now, since this is, once again, the decompiled version of the mobile port, these special stages look a little bit different. They are actually 3D objects rather than the sprite lines that they were in the original Sonic 2. And to a lot of people, these are actually easier than the ones in the original versions of the game. My opinion is no, they're still bad. I still don't like them. Like, there's a reason I had to practice this game, and these special stages are exactly it. And I will say, without a shadow of a doubt, that these special stages are one of the most significant things holding this game back for me, as far as why I enjoy these games, because ultimately, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is, and I know this is going to raise a lot of eyebrows, because it raises my eyebrows sometimes, even have to say it, my least favorite of the classic Sonic games. That's not to say that Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is bad or awful. It's just that out of all the original classic Sonic games for the Sega Genesis and Sega CD, this is the one that I come back to the absolute least. Because it's honestly hard to describe my ire for, well, it's not ire, it's just lack of interest. I don't know how to describe my feelings for this game, and that's part of the problem, because it's there, it's not bad, but it's not good enough to make me want to come back and play the game over and over like I would for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 or Sonic and CD, and heck, I'll return to Sonic 1 before I return to this one, and I just cannot really put to words what it is that fails to elevate this game in my eyes over even the first game. Because, especially as far as these decompilations go, the special stages in both of these games are just no good. But if we're talking about the original Sonic one, I would still probably even go back to that one, because the special stages in both these games are awful. But if we were talking about the original version of Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and not the decompiled mobile port, remake, whatever, I would probably play that one first and get all the Chaos Emeralds and not fuss over it. But as far as Sonic the Hedgehog 2 goes, it's just like, if I'm playing this game, I'm skipping the Chaos Emeralds and just going to the end, because I don't like these special stages. I really do not. They're bad and awful and ugly and stupid, and I don't like them. But for the sake of this playthrough, I did a lot of practice to make sure that I actually could complete all of the special stages and acquire all of the Chaos Emeralds. And I'm going to do it mostly in Emerald Hill alone, yeah. Which, kind of poetic that I'm going for all the emeralds in Emerald Hill. Which, let's be fair, it's Green Hill again, although it's slightly more distinctive from Green Hill, I'll say that much, as far as, the, grass textures and the wall textures and whatnot, although there are still checkerboards here and there, and shuttle loops, but it's not entirely Green Hill. But yeah, the way that you get to special stages in this game versus how you did in the original Sonic one is where you would collect 50 rings and reach the end of a stage. To enter the giant ring at the end, you have to collect 50 rings and pass a checkpoint. Ring of Stars will appear above the checkpoint, and if you jump into that ring, you will enter a special stage. The only problem, there are two problems with this. A, holding on to your rings, which, that's typical of any Sonic game, especially in this stage, though, because those monkey badniks in the trees are irritating as all get out. Coconuts is what they're called. And they're called that because they drop coconuts on your head at the most inopportune moments. And I don't like them because of that. They'll make you drop all of your rings if you do get hit. And I don't like them. But the other thing is that once you exit a special stage, you have all of your rings that you went in there with are gone. So you have to start collecting them again to A, make sure that you don't instantly die from the next coconut that knocks you over the head, and B, just to have enough rings to make it to the next checkpoint to start, trying more special stages. And throughout the whole of Emerald Hill Zone, there are precisely 7 checkpoints. And honestly, that's another thing that I just hold against this game, is that the checkpoints, they're essentially the same as the whole hidden rings will be later on in Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Great. Freaking bombs. But they just don't feel the frickin' same as... It feels a lot weirder finding, hidden or out-of-the-way checkpoints than it does to find a secret hidden ring. And of course, if you happen to find one of these out-of-the-way checkpoints and don't have 50 rings, then what does it matter? So, that's another reason I hold against this game for the special stages. Like, not only are the special stages themselves obnoxious nonsense, but we also have to deal with the fact that getting to them is more of a chore than they would be in, later Sonic games, or even, well, I say later Sonic games. The only major Sonic games after this were Sonic CD, which basically did it the same way as Sonic 1 did, and there's Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which has its own hidden rings all over the place system, which I genuinely prefer. So in a sense, it still has some of those things that are Sonic that I enjoy about Sonic 3, where I'm searching for these hidden secrets. The difference is that unlike in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, whether or not I get rewarded for searching for them is up to chance, because I might not have 50 rings by the time I find one of these hidden checkpoints. Like, look at what I'm doing right now. You want to know why I'm trying to go up here? It's not just because of the rings. There's a checkpoint on a platform way up there. The only purpose for that checkpoint to be there is for the sake of getting to a special stage. Because why else would you even try to go up here? Like, you're not going up and going back is not advancing your place in the stage. It's just up there so that if you happen to know about it and happen to have 50 rings and can get up here, that you can play another special stage. Stupid. And yes, I am trying my best to get all the Chaos Emeralds as early as possible, because it's just, I know about all the goalposts here in Emerald Hill, because this is the one level that I play the most anytime that I come back to this game. Being as it's the first level in the game, of course, but the point still remains. I played Emerald Hill a lot, so I kind of know where all those checkpoints are. And in this version of the game, it's a lot easier to get to these checkpoints, because in the decompiled version, you can actually control Tails without having to pick up a second controller. And also in this version of the game, he can fly. Like, that's a thing about the original version of Sonic 2 and Tails' introduction, is that Tails' tails were a thing that allowed him to fly and keep up with Sonic. But as far as gameplay went, Tails essentially was just Sonic. He couldn't fly. All he could do was do the spin dash. Which, I questioned that back in a long while ago in Sonic Advance 3 when we were doing that playthrough. It's just a fox doing the rolling into a ball thing doesn't seem logical for his species. Like, the only reason it seems to line up is because I learned it from Sonic! Kind of deal. Okay, I don't know what I was doing there, but that's at least 3 Chaos Emeralds. Hope you don't get tired of these special stages, because we're gonna be leaving them alone for a while yet. Like I say, yeah, Emerald Hill indeed. And, while you could consider the name Emerald Hill kind of like, oh, Emerald is green, it is a hill, it is another green hill. Ha, green hill. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. You named the first level of your second game after the first level of your first game. Ha! But no, actually, I think the story goes is that Emerald Hill was named after a street that the developers found while they were looking around either Los Angeles or San Francisco, I don't know. The point is, they took the name for this level after a street name rather than You know, just a play on words regarding, you know, Green Hill. And then, of course, there's just how repetitive the special stage theme is. It grades on my nerves. And there's a lot of repetitive things throughout the whole Sonic the Hedgehog series that grate on my nerves. But yeah, while I was practicing for this game, and you know, if that's one thing I'm glad for the decompiled version, is if you have the developer dev menu open, you can at least practice individual special stages through the stage select menu. So that's a thing. So that's pretty much what I did. I practiced, took notes on each special stages, just to make sure that I was well and truly prepped for this garbage. Like, the only time that I've ever cared for these half-pipe loop special stages is in Sonic 3D Blast on the Sega Saturn. And that was... Sonic 3D Blast, otherwise, is not the greatest game to go back to just to play its special stages. Especially if it takes a while to set up your old Sega Saturn, and your Sega Saturn is not in the best condition, and is probably going to die within the next few years, for all you know. So it'd be nice to have decent working emulation for it, or a way to make, or just a way to extend the lifetime of the dang system. But yeah, if you jump in the air while pressing up, Tails will start flying, and if you can get him to grab onto your hands, he can take you up high with him, so that you can actually, you know, get the benefit of Tails' flight. Although it would probably just be smarter at that point to pick Tails and fly around. Because in that sense, he really is just better than Sonic in this game. I think, though, you know, with the dev menu open, you can turn on, like, the item boxes from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, so that Sonic can have the benefits of using, like, the Insta-Shield and all the shield power-ups. But if you're playing this game that's kind of semi-vanilla Sonic 2, well, I say semi-vanilla because Tails couldn't fly in the vanilla version of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Then Tails has all the benefits, because he can do everything Sonic does, and he can fly, and there's just no downside to that. Unless you happen to turn on all the Sonic 3 base bonuses, in which case, debatably Sonic is better. Then, of course, there's playing as Knuckles in this game, which he just wasn't designed for in the first place, so... Even though it was entirely possible with the original Knuckles, the Sonic and Knuckles cartridge to lock Sonic 2 and Sonic and Knuckles together so that you could play as Knuckles in Sonic 2. So that was a legitimate thing, but it was clear that Knuckles was just not meant to be able to play in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. His climbing abilities, his jumping abilities, they just... You know, the game was not designed around that sort of thing. That said, I haven't played as Knuckles yet in the decompiled versions, and I've heard that there are some slight alterations to the decompiled versions to accommodate for Tails and Knuckles. I've heard. I can't confirm. Fuck these buzz buggers. But if there were some changes made, that would probably make him worthwhile playing at some point later on. Much later on, because, you know, nothing... I've already played all these 3 games as Sonic and Tails and whatnot, and then just... 3, 4, yeah. I've already done the playthroughs, so... of all the classic Sonic games. So... I don't want to go back and play them again. I would... You know, I remember back when I was doing my original... Let's Plays for Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles, that I did Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles as Sonic alone, and then I went and I did Sonic 3 and Knuckles with Knuckles in order to make things different. And Knuckles' playthrough through Sonic 3 and Knuckles is actually, you know, worth the second playthrough, because he goes to a lot of different places throughout those games. He has his own paths in a lot of different levels. Even has some unique bosses as well. But replaying Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 as Knuckles, even though that's not something I'm immediately looking forward to after I've already played all of these games. But I do want to do a Knuckles playthrough of all these of all the games at some point. But it's gonna be a while before we get to that. For right now, we're just doing Sonic 1, 2, 3 in CD. We'll get to the end Knuckles stuff at some later point. After we're done going through these Chaos Emeralds. Good grief, we're still doing this. That's all we're doing in this entire part. We're going through Emerald Hill getting emeralds. It's like, yeah, Emerald Hill indeed. Come on. So many bombs. You holding up back there, Tails? We got an emerald. This one is actually green this time. But anyway, that's 6 out of 7. I only didn't get all 7 because I flubbed up one earlier on. But I could have had Supersonic by the end of this zone, and it would have been a thing. But instead, we're just gonna go and we're gonna take on Dr. Robotnik, who's back again to get his robot beaten in his useless drill car. God, stupid. I can't believe I took a hit. Tails, will you screwed me over there. You deal with it. Yeah. And with that all said and done, that does it for this part of Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I'd like to thank absolutely everyone for watching. As always, there will be links in the description below to my various social media outlets as well as my coffee page. This is the Devasia Mentality out.